I'm Warren Thompson. I started a digital agency called Olometrics. We do Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, but what we really specialize in is Google Analytics and helping customers connect the dots from from the ad click right to purchase. So I started the agency about 2.5 years ago with a partner of mine, Charles, who Jesse knows and has also been on our calls. But before that, my background was I wasn't an entrepreneur. First business that I had started, and I was a marketing director, and I just worked in marketing client side. So first agency experience and also first business experience for me to start Olometrics, and it's pretty amazing to see what's happened. So cool. We needed someone that could help us get it faster, and we needed to outsource some more experience and deep experience into building systems, because that's really what it comes down. Like, our whole business model is like expertise in systems, and those will help us be more efficient with our time, help us get better results for the clients. And so yeah, we started to kind of see like, okay, like we're hitting certain bottlenecks. Things are taking too much of my time personally, harder to delegate. We had one employee at the time. And then I think that was one of the catalysts, is that we had one employee, we're looking to hire a second. And then we realized, okay, now that we're expanding the team, things can't all just live in our head anymore. So, well, first off, just having someone to talk to every week was really great. Jesse, you're very good at problem solving. Whatever kind of problems I threw at you, you're eager to jump in and get to the root cause and come up with some sort of framework. But the big ones for us was like building processes and systems to pull stuff out of mine and Charles's heads, and then also be more consistent between the two of us, because we're both pretty different. He's kind of left brain, I'm right brain, I guess, and so the having like building SOPs, charting that path out, having a process for training and developing people, and then even just looking at our whole kind of sales process and our packaging of services, and how do we trim some fat off. I think those systems are very important, and you don't want to lose those key people just because you didn't have a proper plan for their career development. Mm-hmm. So I'd say that was a really big one for us. Basically, we went from no onboarding and training program to having proper development maps for employees that we're hiring. Also creating like an onboarding course, an administration course and stuff, because we're doing everything remotely. So we're building all of these systems for training. We're trying to make things like modular, so they can work in multiple ways. And I think it's just a completely different way to think about hiring and training people. And it's a system like everything else, right? Mm-hmm. So, and that's something that from what I've heard, all of the employees have been extremely thankful for. Mm-hmm. And they understand that it's still a work in progress. So they're helping to kind of build that ship with us. But since we're doing it, then they're on board and they feel like they can contribute, versus, having someone shadow you with no idea what they're doing for the first 3 weeks, and then just hoping that it works out. It's not a game plan. It's completely expedited. And so and plus I didn't have to do it every single time. The course is there, and then the training programs are there, and the knowledge base and everything else that we've kind of developed. And so it's pretty amazing, and they can learn from each other too, which is it's also very helpful. But it's probably cut the time in half, I'd say. Whenever we go off, I'd say off the script, and then we've got like a very specific problem that we have to solve, and we just bring it to you, and maybe it's something that we have to riff on a little bit, but we're gonna get to the bottom of it. And so I think that's good that it's still. It's not like let's say you buy an online course, right? You're getting that course. That's it. You're getting the course. You're not getting a customized package. So what I found with, because I've looked at a lot of other agency, build an agency programs and build a better agency. Like there's hundreds. is that they're all delivering a framework that worked for someone. That when enough people copy that exact framework, then you're all going to kind of look the same. So you're in a way you're getting access to quick systems and stuff, but it's in other ways I think it makes you look more like everyone else. So the key, I guess, for us was where I like it is when we look at what everyone else is doing, we try to say, okay, that's good. What can we learn from that? How can we be different? And then that often takes us off the script, off the regular system or something along those lines. And maybe we can borrow some principles, but we're able to still solution something together. So that's definitely a big help. And so where I was getting crickets before, after sending people a proposal, now we're getting a chance to start working with them. This is something that there's a few things that you guys have gone through that I've never been aware of and that I haven't seen from from any other agencies. And even from very experienced clients that have been working with agencies for a decade. And so that was a really good first sign. And then the fact that they're signing up as a client after is also a good sign. But so that repackaging of the way that we offer and position our services has been an absolute game changer. So we've the growth from one employee to 7, and then I think it was about maybe 2 contractors to 6 along with that. So team of 3 to I don't know the math right off the top of my head, but 13 or 14 or something has obviously come with a big revenue increase and while maintaining similar profitability. So it's been a wild year. Let's just say that.
Awesome.
Completely different agency than it was a year ago. So,
Cool.
Yeah. I think there's 100,000 digital agencies. Actually, this was a post-COVID stat, so I don't know if it's grown or shrunk, but it was 100,000 digital agencies in North America or the world, I forget. So it's all about positioning and how you stand out to your competitors, and I think that needs to be that needs to be something that comes from the owner, and so that they can incorporate the system, they can use it to make their vision into more of a repeatable process and a system, but they still need to hold on to why they are meaningfully different than everyone else.
Yeah, keeping differentiation, not doing that templated business system, and making sure that as they grow and as they scale, they don't burn out, and they're also not losing their sense of identity in it, which ultimately the main goal of an entrepreneur is freedom, and a business should not be something that is chaining them down to a particular role or thing that they didn't design. So
Agreed.